Okay, good morning, Kerbonauts. This specifically goes out to the devs. I am officially submitting this as a bug report this morning. Um, the game has become unplayable at this point. I'm attempting to launch a very simple rocket into orbit so I can head to Duna. It's, you know, there's an antenna, some solar panels. It's a probe core, it's a Hex 2, right? It's got fairings, a couple of mainsails on the outside, a mammoth in the middle. Right? You can see my staging, everything is all good, right? I have what's supposed to be asparagus staging for fuel, right? To get the maximum delta V out of this. According to Microengineer, I have a TWR of 2.17. As everybody knows, gravity turns, they start at around 100 meters per second and tilt over to 80 degrees. At 4,000 meters above the ground, start tilting to about 70, maybe 65. And then by the time you hit about 12,000, maybe 15,000 meters, you should be at a decent 45 degrees. That doesn't happen here in Kerbal Space Program 2 anymore. I will show you exactly what happens. I'm about to lose control of this flight. So here goes, we'll launch. And there we go. Okay, at about 100 meters per second, we're going to try turning to 80 degrees. And that's fine for now. But notice I'm off center. For some reason, my craft has shifted a little bit. And we get up around the 4,000 meters per second mark, and we try to get up to 70 degrees. And you'll notice I'm still off. And I'm wobbling all over the place. And we'll stay around. And there we go. Drop those. Okay, now we can get up to around 45 degrees. Shockingly enough, I'm still bouncing all over the place. You can see that. I'm bouncing. Get to 100,000 meters, and look at that. I'm just wobbly. Okay, so now we're going to create a maneuver plan to put myself in orbit. Now, here comes the fun part. We're going to point towards the maneuver node itself. I want to point out that I have no reaction wheels. We'll jettison that. And this is I have no control over the rocket. It is not following SAS commands at all. It is just spinning for no reason. It is simply not pointing itself towards prograde or to the maneuver node itself whatsoever. I have lost control. It won't function. Well, it looks like it's trying to get there, but it won't. Not before I hit the time that I'm supposed to burn. And there was absolutely no reason for it to pitch backwards when we killed thrust. It just decided, Oh, and there we go. I'm supposed to burn, but I can't because I'm not on the maneuver node. And there you go. I have lost control. It will bounce around, but it will not hit the maneuver node. So we'll revert to launch. Try that again. You'll notice I had an error message that I lost communications with it. I don't know what I lost communications with. There's nothing in orbit. Okay, turn this over to 80 degrees. I'm still off center for absolutely no reason. Continuing to bounce up and down like a yo-yo. Meters, we turn over to about 65 degrees, and there we go. Uncontrollable spinning no matter what I do. You've now seen me try to launch into orbit twice. This happens consistently on every vehicle I build. Every single vehicle. Doesn't matter where center of mass is, doesn't matter where center of thrust is, doesn't matter what the aerodynamics are. Every vehicle. Third time's a charm? Probably not. Turn to 80 degrees. Now, generally in KSP1, my gravity turns are far more aggressive than this. I'm actually going at the very base minimum here for gravity turn in KSP2. My gravity turns are generally way more aggressive than this. But SAS refuses to hold. Still bouncing up and down like a yo-yo. It shouldn't happen. It should not wobble at all. It should stay where it's at. We go release those. 17,000 meters. We're gonna gently try to get up to 45 degrees. Watch our AP marker down here. Kill that, and we'll just center on prograde for now. Okay, so create a maneuver plan. Yeah, and now comes the fun part. Trying to figure out where the sweet spot is for this circularization. 113.99, that's good. Hit the maneuver node. And you notice it's not moving. It's not going anywhere near the maneuver node. Now again, I have no reaction wheels on this because when I have reaction wheels, the spinning is worse than it has been. We are going to jettison the fairing. Well, we're going to, I can find them, extend the solar panels. Nice part clipping there. That's on me. That's not the game. That's me. I did that. Right? I want you to pay very close attention to the maneuver node when I eventually fire. I want you to watch exactly what happens over here. I am held on the maneuver node. Right? And in fact, I'm going to click on to hold the stability on. I want it to stay exactly where it is. There's a reason that I'm showing you this. Three, two, one, and fire. And look what's happening to my craft. It is uncontrollably spinning away from the maneuver node. And I can't get it back. My circularization is shot. I can't do it. The game is unplayable. I cannot get into orbit anymore. There needs to be a patch for this as quickly as possible. You can't fly. I'm going to revert to the VAB because I want to show you where center of mass and everything is. I want people to see this. I want people to see exactly what is going on with this craft. There's no reason for it to not hold the maneuver node. That's a serious bug. I can't play the game. It is simply, okay, center of thrust, right down here. Center of mass, right where it should be. Right in the middle of the engine. Or right in the middle of the tank. When I remove the fairing, when I drain the tank, center of mass should still be somewhere right around the center of the craft. And it's not. Okay? This is a bug. The game is unplayable until this gets fixed. And I'm not the only one that's experiencing this. Multiple people have. So I'm hoping the devs pay attention and that this gets fixed with the first patch. Because until this gets fixed, this is a $50 piece of software that I can't touch. I'm going to go back to Kerbal Space Program 1 at this point. Because you can't fly. The SAS doesn't hold. Uncontrollable spinning during and after thrust, during ascent, during and after thrust, trying to circularize. It's unplayable. You can't do this. This is not an acceptable. It's just not acceptable.